Hey there. Good evening. My name is Kaiho. I hope everyone's having a good night so far. Tonight we're going to be starting a playthrough of Alan Wake 2, continuing our list of spooky games for October. Plus, it was quote-unquote free from my PlayStation Plus. Hey Nazuna. We're going live in 2 years? Yes. I'm just trying to be cool like everyone else. I always see other VTubers posting their schedules as a scheduled live stream far out. I guess it's like a workaround for people to see their schedule. But I think I made my first. Let's see if I stick to it, but so I figure tonight the Alan Wake 2, same as tomorrow, and then Wednesday, of course, is going to be my rest day. And Thursday, I figure we could try some Peak. Solo, at least. Get my bearings on that game. And then Friday I just put it as multi-game night. Because, you know, since I usually don't work on weekends, I should be able to stay up later on Friday nights. So perhaps we could play multiple games like Battlefield, Alan Wake 2, Peak. Oh, there's a reward for playing solo. So we have something to strive for then. And then I figure, I'm kind of covering it up, but Saturday. Oh, wolf ears, nice. Probably represent like the lone wolf, right? For solo. But I'm thinking maybe Saturday nights could be something we could continue going forward, watching and gaming. I don't know about you, but I kind of enjoyed Saturday night where we spent the first hour or so just watching some random stuff. And for it being October, we could continue watching some spooky stuff before gaming. So I'm thinking maybe that could be like a little habit or series we could start for every Saturday night. What else? Oh. Speaking of the watching and gaming, I was double checking to see if there was any copyright strikes or flags from watching all those videos. And it turns out I did get a copyright warning. And of all the videos, it was a video that I shared. The one about the GPS driving. Apparently the music that plays during the news segment was copyrighted. But it was the light copyright where it still allows you to use it. It's just like telling you that it's copyrighted. So I was like, what the heck? It was mine that got striked. So we gotta be a bit more careful next time. I think we're good. I figure like anything on YouTube, you know, should be allowed, right? I mean, if the original person was able to upload it. I mean, like music-wise. I suppose if the creators themselves want to copyright strike you for watching their video, just to be like mean, I suppose they could. Anyways, this is the schedule that I'm gonna try to stay true to for this week. Should be interesting. But anyways, without further ado, oh wait, hold on. No, I did want to do something. So in preparation for Alan Wake 2, I searched up a recap of Alan Wake 1 just to try to get us some insight on what's going on. And from the comments, a lot of them said it was a good recap for it being like 12 minutes long. So I figure we could watch this first before we jump straight to the game. Let me see. So this is by Gaming Bolt. They provide a 15-minute video of the full story of Alan Wake, everything you need to know before you play Alan Wake 2. So let's do a crash course, shall we, on the story? Sound good? Let me go ahead and mute the background music. Enable the desktop. Let's get into it.
After multiple attempts over the last 13 years, Remedy Entertainment is finally about to release Alan Wake 2. And for fans of the original 2010 psychological thriller cult classic, the excitement is palpable. But of course, given how long it's been since the launch of the first game, there are obviously going to be many who will be playing Alan Wake 2 without much knowledge of its predecessor. As such, to help you catch up in time for the sequel, or to help refresh your memory, as the case may be, here we're going to recap the full events of Alan Wake, its 2 expansions, its standalone sequel, Alan Wake's American Nightmare, and the events of Control's second DLC, AWE, which firmly places the Alan Wake franchise in the Remedy-connected universe. Without further ado then, let's dive right in. As Alan Wake's story kicks off, our titular protagonist isn't exactly in a good place in his life. He is a renowned and successful writer, but after having spent years of his professional life writing crime fiction about a hard-boiled detective named Alex Casey, Alan has grown dissatisfied with the commercialized nature of his work. Wanting to write something that appeals to him, on a more personal level, he's killed off Casey's character, though things haven't exactly worked out for the writer the way he would have hoped. For 2 years now, he's been suffering from crippling writer's block, and that has been taking a toll on him in his personal life as well, with his relationship with his wife Alice seemingly being on its last legs. On the advice of his friend and agent Barry Wheeler, Alan and Alice leave for a vacation, hoping to fix their marriage and help Alan get over his writer's block, and head to the small, remote mountain town of Bright Falls, Washington. Upon arriving in Bright Falls, Alan goes to meet a man named Carl Stuckey, from whom he's supposed to retrieve the keys of the cabin where he and Alice are supposed to be staying. Instead of Stuckey, however, Alan is met by a mysterious, and more than just a little creepy, old woman garbed in black attire fit for a funeral, who hands him the keys. Alan and Alice reach the cabin, which is on a small scenic island in the middle of a local volcanic lake called Cauldron Lake, and this is where things begin to go monumentally wrong. At the cabin, Alice tells Alan that the reason they're here in Bright Falls is because she wants him to meet with a famous local psychologist named Dr. Emil Hartman, who specializes in working with people of an artistic persuasion. Alan doesn't react to this very well, and in a fit of rage, he storms out. While he's cooling down, however, he hears a commotion coming from inside the cabin. along with cries for help from Alice. He rushes back in, only to see Alice being dragged out and pulled deep into the lake by something that can only be described as supernatural.
You know, I've been thinking about the show. For the next 30
ads.
days, everyone in the country is trying to murder me.
Wait, hold on. This movie looks kind of interesting. What is this?
And that's crazy, right?
We'll check it out.
Alan jumps into the lake after his wife, though he instantly blacks out.
Surprise
When he wakes up,
therapy.
he finds himself behind the wheel in a car that's crashed, with no memory at all of how he's ended up there. Not long afterward, he starts getting swarmed and attacked by vicious, shadowy creatures, while also having repeated encounters with a mysterious figure in a diving suit who keeps leaving behind pages of a horror novel titled Departure. That, curiously enough, is a name that rings a bell for Alan. It's the name of the novel he'd been planning on writing next, but could never actually get around to thanks to his writer's block. And when he reads the pages of the manuscript, he realizes that not only have they been written by him, even though he has absolutely no memory of writing them, but also seem to be describing events that he's currently in the middle of. The shadowy creatures that he's been fighting off using light as a weapon, for instance, are referred to as the Taken in his pages, and it seems they're actually the people of Bright Falls who have been possessed by an unknown dark force. Alan also has a run-in with Carl Stuckey, the man he was supposed to meet when he first arrived in Bright Falls, but upon learning that he too has become one of the Taken, is forced to put him down. Soon, Alan is able to make his find Bright Falls sheriff, Sarah Breaker, though when he tells her about what happened to Alice in the cabin, she tells him that there's been no cabin at Cauldron Lake since it sank in a volcanic eruption decades ago. Believing him to be having a mental episode of some sort, she takes Alan to the police station, where his friend and Agent Barry also arrives not long afterward. At the police station, Alan is also visited by Dr. Emil Hartman, the psychologist Alice had arranged for him to meet with in the first place, who suggests to him that a stay at his psychiatric hospital at Cauldron Lake Lodge could help him. Alan, as you might expect, doesn't take kindly to that suggestion and punches the doctor in response. Meanwhile, at the station, Alan is contacted by a man named Mott, who claims to be Alice's kidnapper and tells Alan to meet with him alone to discuss his demands for her safe return. Alan and Barry meet with Mott, who tells them that in exchange for Alice, he wants all the pages of the Departure manuscript. Giving no explanation as to why that's what he wants, he flees from the scene, and Alan and Barry soon set out to start collecting more pages of the manuscript. During this time, Barry also explains the Cauldron Lake cabin's history to Alan. Decades ago, in the 1960s, it was owned by a poet named Thomas Zane, whose fiancée, Barbara Jagger, drowned in the lake, while not long afterward a volcanic eruption destroyed and sunk the island, killing Zane in the process. Curiously enough, however, all of this was only ever recorded by a local woman named Cynthia Weaver, who's now viewed by everyone as something of a recluse. Alan and Barry's search for the manuscript proves successful, though not without caveats. On their search, they cross paths with Robert Nightingale, a former FBI agent who's been investigating Alan for quite some time for reasons unknown, and seems to be all too willing to kill Alan without a second thought. He's able to escape the crazed former agent's attempts on his life, however, and runs to the meeting point where he was supposed to hand over the manuscript to the kidnapper. When he arrives, however, he sees Mott already meeting with someone he recognizes, the creepy old woman who handed him the cabin's keys all the way back at the beginning of the game. And she's no ordinary woman, as it turns out, and has Mott in her grip using otherworldly dark powers. Alan witnesses Mott telling the old woman that he never really kidnapped Alice and that he'd just been following orders from his boss. We'll get back to him in a bit. In the chaos that ensues, the old woman, or the dark force, or whatever she is, attacks both Alan and the kidnapper, and Alan is, once again, hurled into Cauldron Lake, at which point he loses consciousness again. When he comes to, he finds himself in Dr. Hartman's psychiatric hospital, where the doctor tries to tell him that he's been experiencing a psychotic break, a rejection of reality triggered by the drowning and death of his wife, and that everything he claims to have experienced since then has merely been happening in his mind. Alan thoroughly refutes this notion, however, concluding that he's being deceived, a conclusion he arrives at with encouragement from fellow patients Odin and Tor Anderson, who are former rock musicians who say they've experienced with Cauldron Lake's supernatural elements, and that he's definitely not crazy. Soon afterward, the hospital is attacked by the Taken, and amidst the chaos, Alan is able to escape with Barry's help. While they're escaping, they also learn that Mott was hired by Dr. Emil Hartman, who was trying to use him to lure Alan to himself. Apparently, Hartman is more than familiar not only with the properties of Cauldron Lake, but also with the power that Alan's writing has to change and manipulate reality, and his goal was to harness that power for his own purposes. After Alan and Barry escape from the hospital, they finally begin putting the pieces together and learning the truth about what exactly has been going on in Bright Falls. He also gets back to his memories of the time between him jumping into the lake to save Allie and him waking up in a crashed car. A week that he has no memory of, but one where he apparently wrote the horror novel Departure. As it turns out, Cauldron Lake is home to a mysterious, extremely powerful entity known as the Dark Presence, and the lake also has the power to turn works of art into reality. It is this power exactly that the Dark Presence has been trying to use to try and escape from the lake and out into the world. Back in the 60s, it tried to use the poet Thomas Zane for the same purposes by pulling his fiancée, Barbara Jagger, into the lake, who it turns out was the creepy old woman Alan has seen a few times now. Zane used his writing to bring Barbara back to life, but after realizing that it wasn't really her, but an approximation of her containing the Dark Presence, he decided to undo his mistake. Through his writing, he caused a volcanic explosion that sunk the cabin and the island it was on, while also killing him in the process, sealing the Dark Presence back inside the lake, and leaving Jagger, the old woman, or this demonic new version of her, behind. It also revealed that the mysterious figure in a diving suit that Alan had seen leaving behind pages of Departure was Zane himself. And what about the events of present day? Well, as you may have guessed by now, it was the Dark Presence that kidnapped Alice, and has been manipulating Alan into writing Departure, hoping that through his writing he'll try to get her back, and release it in the process. Soon, however, Alan and Barry are arrested by Robert Nightingale and brought to the police station. The station is attacked by the Taken, however, with Nightingale being taken and consumed by the Dark Presence. With the help of Sheriff Breaker, who now has no option but to believe Alan and his seemingly deranged claims, which of course are not deranged after all, Alan and Barry are able to escape, and they quickly make their way to meet Cynthia Weaver, the woman who wrote and recorded the events of the volcanic eruption that destroyed the cabin decades ago. Weaver tells them that Zane left behind the means with which Alan could defeat the Dark Presence, and it is, interestingly enough, something that has also had personal meaning to Alan since his childhood. The clicker, which is a simple light switch, but purportedly has the power to defeat the forces of darkness.
I got this old thing, and the
No.
bill from the store where I got it. Figured you could beat it with a better deal than one of these big boys.
Man, it doesn't work that way.
With the clicker in his possession, Alan dives into Cauldron Lake once again, where he finds himself in a surreal, twisted, shifting alternate dimension known as the Dark Place, a place that is prone to being manipulated by works of art that then manifest in the real world. In the Dark Place, Alan encounters Jagger, the Dark Presence's avatar, and using the clicker, he's able to defeat her. At this point, however, he realizes that he must not repeat the same mistake Zane made, that as a dramatic work of literature, the story that he has written and manifested into reality must end with balance, which Zane was unable to do. Using his writing, he helps Alice escape, freeing her into the real world, but to strike the aforementioned balance, traps himself in the Dark Place. He ends the story with the words, "It's not lake, it's an ocean." That is where Alan Wake ends, though we see him again, trapped in the Dark Place in the game's 2 post-launch expansions, The Signal and The Rider, which reveal that while trapped in this horrific reality, his mind has become fractured. With the help of Thomas Zane, Alan is able to fix up and get a grip on himself again, following which he decides to start writing again, and use his writing to escape from the Dark Place. One of those attempts is seen in the game Alan Wake's American Nightmare, which sees him writing scripts of a supernatural anthology TV series called Night Springs, a show that he actually used to screenwrite for in the real world, early on in his writing career. Alan Wake's American Nightmare sees the titular writer having to face off against an evil, maniacal doppelganger of himself known as Mr. Scratch, who is obsessed with taking everything in Alan Wake's life away from him. At the end of the game, Alan is able to defeat Mr. Scratch, just not as permanently as he would have hoped, though his attempt to escape from the Dark Place proves to be an unsuccessful one, and the first of many, as it would turn out. From here, we jump forward several years and arrive at the events of AWE, the second post-launch DLC released for Control. In the years that have passed since Alan Wake's events, the Federal Bureau of Control, a secret government agency that investigates and deals with paranatural events, has been keeping an eye on the town of Bright Falls, and even has someone stationed there in the form of Agent Kieran Estevez. During its investigation of Cauldron Lake, the FBC also interrogated Hartman and seized all of his research and writings on it, following which Hartman, in a last-ditch attempt to capture the power he had been obsessed with for so long, dove into the lake. He was soon possessed by the Dark Presence, though, after which the FBC captured him and brought him back to its headquarters, the Oldest House. In the time since the events of the first Alan Wake, the FBC has also had contact with Alice Wake, who informs them that she's been having reoccurring nightmares of her husband, or as she describes him, a monster wearing her husband's skin. This terrifying, murderous version of Alan, presumably Mr. Scratch, is apparently intent on finding and murdering her. But the FBC cannot do much to follow up on any of this, since it has major issues of its own to deal with, in the form of an invasion by an otherworldly supernatural force known as the Hiss, which, it is revealed in AWE, was created by none other than Alan himself. He wrote the Hiss into existence, intending to use Control protagonist Jesse Faden as the hero for his new story, which he wanted to use to help him escape from the dark place. However, Hartman has been able to absorb the powers of the Hiss, which have combined with the dark presence within him to turn him into a terrifying monstrosity. However, Jesse Faden, who has been the director of the FBC for a while at this point, is able to beat Hartman. As the AWE DLC comes to an end, Jesse is told by FBC agents that they've received alerts of an altered world event in the town of Bright Falls, though curiously enough, the date of the event is several years into the future, and by the time Alan Wake 2 kicks off, we've arrived at that date. There are, of course, plenty of loose threads that are still left dangling as we head into Alan Wake 2. We know Alice is still out there, and that she is possibly being hunted by Mr. Scratch. We know an agent of the FBC, Kieran Estevez, is in Bright Falls, and that something is happening in the town again, which, according to Alan, is a sign that the Dark Presence is gearing up to launch another vicious attack in an attempt to escape from the lake. On top of all that, it also seems like Alex Casey, the fictional detective character that Alan used to write about, has been manifested into reality somehow. How will all of these threads come together? We'll find out soon when Alan Wake 2 launches on October 27th. That's all for now. If you enjoy what you saw, please hit the like button. And if you're new to the channel, now is a great time to subscribe. We upload brand new videos every single day. After subscribing, don't forget to enable all notifications by clicking the bell icon. Thanks for watching this video, and we'll see you next time, right here on Gaming Bolt.
Wow. That's a lot to take in. I think we got the basics. Alan was taken there by his wife for like an intervention therapy. There's the dark presence. Previous author tried to trap it. It's trying to escape. Alan Wake, using his writing abilities, is trying to contain it. And at the same time, he's also trying to escape. I think we got it. If anything, we'll just wing it. Hopefully the game will fill us in along the way. Yeah. Thank you, but what the fuck? I think I got some of it, but anyways, F it. Let's dive right in. Hold on, we got to take time to read this. Not sure if I agree with that one clause, that one paragraph, but I think it's fine. I guess we'll do balanced. Oh shit. Wait, what? Oh, it's applying the setting. Hold on. What the? Microtransactions. Skip. I think those are some good settings. Hmm. Should we just try to go for story, or should we try normal? Nightmare? No. We'll do normal. Hopefully, if it gets too hard, hopefully we could switch it to story. I hope.
Back to the beginning. We all come to a story with hopes and expectations, looking for an answer. Sometimes it would be better to live with that hope without ever knowing the full story. In a horror story, there are only victims and monsters. And the trick is not to end up as either. But trapped by the genre, we are all ripped to pieces along the way. This is not the story I hoped it would be. This is not the ending I wanted. This story will eat us alive. This story is a monster. And monsters wear many faces.
I like the cinematic storytelling so far. Like watching a movie. naked man. What? Yeah, look at this gameplay. Oh wait, okay. I'm gonna try to be careful with the camera. All cheeked up, all caked up. How's the brightness on the stream? Is it too dark? Should be able to turn it up a bit. How well can you see his cheeks? Let me try to up it a bit. Oh god, there's a photo mode. I don't think we want to enter that. Bit better?
Already gone.
The recap did not prepare us for this. Yeah, first objective, get some clothes on. Oh shit. Ah, fuck it. It's bad enough that I'm naked. Oh god, sprint. Run, naked man, run. Oh shit. Keep running. What the fuck? Let me double check that. Yeah, we're good. The settings already applied. Yeah, it looks like they were the darkness, or the citizens possessed by the
Hey,
darkness.
kiddo. How are you?
I'm good, Mom. How are you?
This trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my god, Mom, it's not your fault people get all murdery. What happened?
Just work stuff.
Right. Well, Dad and I are just watching the latest episode of Night Springs here. Mom, it's so good.
No spoilers! I'll let you get back to the show. You were supposed to wait and watch with me. I love you both.
This is what happens when you go on work trips, Mom. Love you too.
How's the audio, by the way?
Say hi to Casey.
Is it pretty
Tell her to
balanced?
Stop brooding so much.
Logan? I will. Bye, kiddo. Logan thinks you should try cheering up.
Snarky kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
Alright, that's good.
It can't be a coincidence that another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should take lead. Think of me as the backup.
Okay. Any words of advice?
Who's that guy?
Nothing.
The G-Man?
Anyone up.
I think that's what he was called.
Here we are. Cauldron Lake.
He got tired of waiting for Half-Life 3, so he decided to cameo in other games.
A deputy was supposed to be here to show us to the crime scene. There's the car, so where's the deputy?
Eaten by a bear? I'll check out that map.
Invitation.
It's worth memorizing before we get swallowed up by the trees.
I should take a look at that map.
You're the one who wanted to... Take a look.
I never said that, Mulligan. I said we should both be down here, watching this dead guy. For something. Quit your belly aching, Thornton. I'm up here now.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
That's just how the cookie crumbles.
All right, I'm back. Sorry. I drink a lot of water before the stream to try to like clear my throat and stay hydrated, but then I have to use the restroom afterwards. So we play as the feds.
Hey, over here. Hey there. Agent Casey, right? Sheriff Breaker said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right. Anderson?
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, you know, that, Federal agent's right here, Thornton. My partner, Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Right here? What do you mean? Are they with you? Oh, shit! They didn't hear me, did they?
What can you tell us about the crime scene?
Tell them about the heart.
I was getting to that, Thornton. Well, we reckon there are some organs that are currently outside the victim's person when they should be, well, you know, inside.
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
Mention the city folk. It's pretty suspicious.
Not that we have anything against city folk, right, Thornton? But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker took him back to town a while ago.
I want to see the body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Mulligan, tell them I'm here, waiting. I'll show them around.
They got it, Thornton.
Before we get to the crime scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so far. Make
Well,
sure
can
I'm
I go
saying
back? There was
clues
like another
clearly.
pathway.
I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
Charm slots let you equip charms to enhance Saga's abilities. Only charms can be equipped in the charm slot. I think the YouTube side might be lagging a bit. I just got a message from YouTube.
The Federal Bureau of Control? That's a new one. Toxic volcanic gas, huh?
The FBC is an obscure branch. It only shows up for unusual cases.
Well, what's so unusual about volcanic gas?
Beats me.
Logged. They really don't want people coming in here.
Is the YouTube stream still going okay? Oh, there's this way too.
I need to go back. Got a case to solve.
Are they gone? These fucking out-of-towners. We can handle this ourselves if they just stay the hell out of it.
Oh.
All of them.
I was wondering why she busted out the flashlight.
Just saying. You know I'm usually a calm person.
Good to see you still in one piece, Anderson. Forest can be a dangerous place.
I need to think through the facts of the case.
You can access the caseboard inside the Mind Place.
The Mind Place. My version of the Mind Palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case. Building the Mind Place again for each case. Using each field office as a model in my head.
Huh.
The facts are on the board.
Like a deep mind, like meditation, brainstorming place. Like a visual representation of her mind, I think.
Everything we know about the previous murders. Worth taking another look.
Oh god. This is reminding me of Killer Frequency. Caseboard is a mental technique that allows Saga to analyze clues and progress the investigation. Slight difference in murders, bloating only, commonality in bodies, but not cause of death. Exposure to water post-mortem. Victims, killer profile. Oh god, we have multiple cases. Shoot.
I see you're already hard at work, Anderson. Close to cracking it?
We're just getting started. Let's head down the hill to the crime scene. Hey, Casey. You putting me in charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
Real funny, Anderson.
Let's just deem this case a lost cause and return to Washington.
Stairs are out. You okay to jump down?
I'm not that old. Fucking nature. Gives me a headache. There's too much sky.
I'll be back in a second.
Roger.
What's this? Mortar falls. This powerful feat of nature will revive the spirit as it does the surrounding nature. The churning, grinding waters at the bottom of the falls resemble a mortar and pestle, quite like the one the witch of Cauldron Lake is fabled to have used to travel through the night sky. Wait, what was that?
Is that a kid's lunchbox?
Old case.
An Alex Casey movie lunchbox. Casey hates the endless jokes about coincidentally having the same name as a fake detective. He hates those cheesy crime books, but he really hates the movies.
My dad used to say, when the going gets tough, the tough get going. Not sure where the tough get going, too, but maybe you'll find it inspiring. Manuscript fragments. Manuscript fragments can be used to upgrade weapons in Mind Place. Nice. Oh, we don't have enough. Good to know. It's crazy how we could just pop in our mind whenever we want to. I kind of want to see what performance mode looks like.
Good to see you still in one piece, Anderson. Force can be a dangerous.
This is much better.
I think I saw something. It'll only take a minute.
I'll wait here.
Not a bad place to get murdered.
Much more smoother. Doesn't look like we lost any of the graphics though, so that's good.
Damn. Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain. The only thing around here that
Oh, my
feels
pistol
like
ain't doing enough damage. Let me go into my mind real quick.
To put up a tarp?
If they did, next coffee's on me.
What's the thing? Mind over matter?
We're together at the murder site. I did not want to swap. No, sure not, Captain. Try it. Hey!
Deputy Thornton, I take it.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you. So, there we are. Hunting down psycho serial killers and shootouts with the mob.
You forgot the UFO cover-ups.
Those are real? You guys hiring?
Let's just see this body, shall we?
Poker chips? Evidence, I guess. See, Monday, September 3rd, some suspicious activity spotted. The fielder thought he saw movement in the bushes. Footprints around the area were found, but some were compromised by the fielder. Note to self, train the fielder. Tuesday, September 4th, nothing to report. Some animals regular. Wednesday, September 5th, hunters out after dark. Poachers? Heard some gunshots, not one of ours. Gotta keep an eye on these people. They could get more than they bargained for out here.
scene of the crime.
Wait.
We found him on
Wait.
the table.
Hopefully
Now, he didn't touch nothing.
he's not
You
still
know,
naked, is he?
procedures and stuff.
Thanks, Deputy.
Keep them.
No tar. You owe me a coffee.
Okay.
Oh,
Let's start by examining our guest of honor. Does this fit
let me
the MO of the
let me
previous
censor
murders?
this with my head.
Step 1. Examine the corpse.
I mean, hold on. Is there like a censor mode? The heck, there's cheats in this game? Let me see. Maybe I could just create one. Hold on. Trying to make something work over here.
Body is positioned on the table. Ritualistic.
Up allows Saga to see active clues. The key image can be selected with X and placed on the caseboard. Back. Press X to place it on the caseboard. How?
Another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence?
Placing a key image on the caseboard begins a new line of investigation. When a key image is placed, it will prompt a new question. Objectives are viewable at the caseboard in your goals. Investigate crime scene. You're now free to examine the caseboard or leave to complete this objective. Ah. You can collect clues from the body to progress the investigation.
The killer left the heart right next to the body. Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down.
You can't see his belly's in the way, but I'm still keeping the box there just to be safe.
Inside stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed.
Okay, I think we did that. I think we placed that one correctly. Bruising indicates victim was alive when restrained, matches other cases.
Heart removed from chest, strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left behind. More clues to work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about.
Clues have resolved the open question and unlocked a deduction. As you advance an investigation, new questions will be unlocked, updating your goals. Investigate the crime scene, learn more about the victim, learn more about the killer. Killers? Find evidence, talk to someone.
Who is our victim? Who killed him? Need to find more clues. Large amount of blood on the table. The victim died here. Multiple people were here. Multiple killers? Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Nightingale? Robert Nightingale?
Oh, yes. You probably knew him.
Nightingale? It was the guy from the recap.
Oh, and
The one that tried to kill, Alan.
Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over. Was it for a camera? Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here, waiting.
Okay. We know who the victim is now. I know. I wasn't expecting some detective work. this at least seems a bit guided so far. So evidence of multiple sets of footprints helps support the
Makes sense.
speculation of killers, plural. Heavy blood splatter on the table. Think that falls under the victim?
Think.
Oh shoot. Killers?
Boot prints, indicating multiple killers. Quite the party.
How does heavy blood splatter on the table help support multiple killers? Oh shoot, we could go back to other.
Finding a Casey movie lunchbox out here can't be a coincidence. Another message?
I think these lunch boxes are part of like a optional side quest collectible thing. We still haven't completed any of the goals. Ooh, any of the goals. Can we talk to Casey?
So you knew our victim?
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head, chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here.
I bet there's more to that story.
But no happy ending.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago. 2010.
The same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably something this town wants to forget.
Oh, did that count
I
as...
think that's everything. For now, at least.
Mm-hmm. Anything clicking yet?
Not sure. Need to think about it.
Need to dive into my mind. Did that count as evidence? Oh, it did. I like how the evidence is the detective work is just trial and error. You just try to place the pictures or the evidence, whatever category it fits in.
Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago.
I think these go more towards... Oh yeah, premeditated.
Okay. They planned for the murder to happen here, passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale? He's been missing for 13 years. Why here? Why now? Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together.
You can use profiling inside Saga's mind place to get inside the heads of suspects and victims. What's this?
This mug always cheers me up.
Not the worst mom. Oh, shit. Using her intuition, Saga can discover new clues by profiling people of interest. This will do missing person.
Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake before his murder. Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Flick the switch. It goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. And Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something.
The ritual was perhaps them trying to possess him with the darkness. Profile. Wait, what?
Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Wait, we already profiled it. Perhaps we need to gather some more evidence. Oh, yeah, you're right. You can feel that Nightingale came from the lake, but why now, after 13 years? Where's he been?
The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow. Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Right.
Okay, well, I'll just wait here.
A creepy twig sculpture? Wonder what's inside. I should take a look around for a way to open this thing. I'll look around.
Puzzles.
Take your time.
Confused, follow the steps. Wash hands. Take chicken out of the fridge. Take a nap. Wash hands. Wait. Wash hands. What? Oh, what? Okay. Up and down triangle. Up and down triangle. Oh. Take the chicken out of the fridge. Hourglass. And then take a nap. What is this?
Hey there, Mr. Deer. You remind me of a dream I had.
Does this get... No, it's the deer. Take a nap. That would be the bed, right? Let this be a warning to you, fellow trespassers. They say the lake is a caldera, something formed by an erupting volcano, or the sinkholes it leaves in its wake. But what if that's not true? What if it's something else, something less natural and much more man-made? Intentional? I say the lake's not formed, it's designed, and it has a purpose. The lake is a hiding place. Beneath the calm surface lies a secret machinery ready to be activated at the press of a button. And the people with the button, they're in that big house by the lake preparing. I know it. First drawing, waterline. Real caldera is made from a volcano, lava. Second drawing, waterline. Engineered structure. Strange machine. We know from the recap, the lake is kind of being designed to imprison the darkness, right? Okay, so nap. Take a nap. Left, right. Wait. Oh, wash hands. So up, down. Hourglass. Left, right. Up, down. Hourglass. Left, right. Oh. Don't take anything if you aren't one of the trees. Ooh, could always use more pistol ammo. Our first puzzle solving. Easy peasy. Let's go back to the case board. That's a good one.
Need to find the key.
Check the lakeshore. Wait. I think I need to turn around. Wait.
Did you get lost, Anderson?
What? I was gathering some evidence, dude.
One of your hunches, Anderson? Did something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty complicated to me. What was this guy doing skinny dipping at this time of year?
Haven't figured that part out yet.
Lots of questions.
Lots of answers for us to...
The witch's hut. The witch's hut. Here lived the witch of Cauldron Lake. Beware, her spirit may still haunt this place. I didn't realize how open space this game can be. Friday, Midge told me today that her family's moving away. This sucks. I haven't even told her that I like her yet. What's the point anymore? She said her parents want to get better jobs and get her to a better school in a big city. I guess that's fair. Who wants to stay in Bright effing Falls? Sunday, so I told her. She said thanks. Effing kill me. Monday, I snuck out last night. Went to the big house by the lake instead of just watching it from here. Like I always do. Instead of just sitting around like I always do. Screw that. Anyway, something weird is going down there. I'm going to find out. I'm going to go back there tomorrow with better gear. I bet I can find a way inside the building, take some photos. It's going to be epic. So he confessed his love to someone? Got hit with a thanks and friend zoned.
A lunchbox again. Who's leaving these out here?
I know things can get a little crazy around here, but if you're ever feeling scared, just remember that Alan is watching over us. Yeah, I almost missed it. It's a good thing, I guess Saga will kind of make like an audio cue if she's nearby. That's good. I guess we could rejoin Casey.
Good to see you still in one piece, Anderson. Forest can be a dangerous place. I didn't know trees got that big.
Whoa.
Gives me the creeps.
You need to get out more. It is kind of creepy, though. A witch with no heart. A strange echo of owl murder.
Witch's Ladle. There is no mystery in Cauldron Lake being named after its cauldron shape, and yet there are many mysterious stories about the lake. It being a gloomy doorway to the underworld, or of a witch whose cauldron the lake really was. The legend tells that when the affections of a local sheriff went unanswered, he accused the lady in question of having bewitched him. She was drowned, but her dropped ladle grew into a strange tree, named the Witch's Ladle. The woman returned to avenge her wrongdoers. If she was not a witch before, she was one now. She killed the sheriff, drowning him in the lake. Then she took out his heart and locked it in a box. With the heart, she would summon him from the lake to exact revenge on her behalf. Or so the legend goes. Your dad cut a tree this big? Was he like one of those loggers? Oh yeah, a lumberjack. That's crazy.
Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales? They come out from under the boulder.
It makes no sense.
There's a piece of paper on the ground. A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Like a manuscript. Page of a story. Killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading the words. These words felt like a message. Someone knew they were here, someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept, even if they knew it would end up hurting them?
Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right. This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us. I should profile Nightingale about this page.
True.
We found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest. I must find out what.
A knife?
Miss you, kiddo. I'll be home soon.
It's my daughter.
If only the rest of the Bureau knew what a softy Casey is. 11 remaining.
What? Did that deer just talk?
11 remaining.
What?
My first ever prank on Casey. A true classic. Casey's favorite brand. Tastes terrible.
Does your dad still do lumberjacking? That must be like a really good profession. I can imagine there's like a lot of trees in Canada. Oh, he's retired. Let's see. Footprints emerging from rock. Oh, there's only one path. Trail gone cold.
I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense.
Oh god, we got. Looks like we're gonna investigate the body some more later.
Found all I can here. Time to properly examine the body. See what I can find inside. Casey, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
I guess we didn't have to go all the way to the shore.
Whoever wrote that page made sure it read like a story. Like a scene from a thriller.
I hate all of it. The text said we'd find more. I believe it.
But what's the purpose? They're twisting events to create their own narrative. To do what? Entertain some fantasy? Projecting their desires? Are we characters or the audience? Witnesses to their design? All the above?
It's all about control. Deciding what
Hey,
happens
you
to
made
who.
it back.
Don't
Good.
let it drag you in.
Too late. I'm already hooked. I need the next chapter.
I hope you didn't get stuck in any of those big puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
Let me make this smaller. We don't need that much of a big box to cover to cover him.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination ASAP.
Well, sure. But the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the bookers at the Oh Dear Diner in town. Oh, and I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
Sorry. Didn't mean to disrespect him. You know, let's make this bigger. There you go. Definitely need that size. Shortcut key.
Thanks. Let's get the car, drive to Bright Falls, and talk to these witnesses, the bookers.
At the diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
Seems like a nice town so far. Murders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean, Anderson.
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies.
It's like I don't need the sensor box just yet.
There's another lunchbox.
We're all in this together, hero. Have a heroic day. I hope this isn't the only way to upgrade weapons by finding these lunchboxes.
Can't fit the clues all together yet. Part removed, tripod, tracks leading to a dead end.
A tripod? For a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe. And why take out his heart just to throw it away?
To stuff in something for us to find.
Wait, was there a path right there?
I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
The rarest wildlife in the Pacific Northwest. Finally made my way to Cauldron Lake. The fence was easy to climb over. With the proper gear and skills, which I thankfully possess, next goal, spotting the rare and elusive orange-crowned warbler. A little late in the season, but hopefully I can catch it before it begins its journey south. I've noticed intriguing behavior in the surrounding common bird life. They seem to be alarmed and swarm around the lake. No birds of prey nearby. There are some strange sounds carried on the wind, however. Nothing I can recognize or explain. Getting a little bit concerned. Might have to find another spot, somewhere safer. Sounds are getting closer. Oops, there's more. Moved inland. Foliage is stunning. Must come back in fall. Had to stop and sketch this gorgeous vine maple. Just at the way the Methuselah's beards hangs off it. This is why trees are better than people. Speaking of people, saw some drunk guy staggering around the forest earlier, acting weird. Maybe drugs? Kept my distance. Should probably find another spot. So annoying. After I saw that weirdo guy, I decided to change spots again. Moved up the mountain a bit. Found a fantastic overlook at the camp. But I'm more interested in this Alaska onion grass. Invasive but edible and surprisingly tasty. Started hearing wolves or wild dogs or something like 10 minutes ago. But they sound wrong. Rabies? Want to leave, but the sun is going down and my stupid phone is dead. Gotta hide in the tent and hope they go away. Something is really not right about this place.
Hey, Casey. What's the forest's favorite shape?
Please,
Please, Anderson. Just one case without the
A triangle.
I don't get it.
Yes, you do.
Good to see you still in one piece, Anderson. Forest can be a dangerous place.
Here we are. I can't get that manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen killers reach out so directly before.
Damn impressive work so far. With your technique, these hunches were moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery. Need to swing by the lodge to get anything from the field office?
No, I'm all set.
I'll park there anyway. I want to walk to the diner, get a feel for the town.
Ooh. Semi-open world exploring in a small town.
The diner's just up the waterfront.
Hot dog.
Shouldn't keep the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
I smell coffee.
And a hot dog sounds pretty good right now.
I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
Those of you just tuning in, you're listening to the Pat Maine Radio Hour, brought to you by Davis Family Moose Jerky. And boy, what an eventful
Yeah.
day here in Bright
I would not
Falls.
mind living in a place like
By
this.
now, we've all seen the FBI setting up shop in town, and I'm sure you're all asking the same question I am. Did they bring all this?
Feel like we gotta explore every nook and cranny out here.
Can't open this with my bare hands.
I guess it is gonna be like Resident Evil, where it's like a semi-open world.
Welcome back, Anderson.
Just how much coffee have you had today, Charlie? Don't know, don't care. How much have you had? Not enough. That's how much. Never enough coffee.
I need something to cut this.
Bittersweet nectar.
Not to toot my own horn, but I am pretty darn sure my
I think the only Resident Evil game I ever played was Resident Evil 5.
just a few more days. It's a nice looking float to share. This is my first Deer Fest, so I don't know what to expect really.
I was kind of able to get through that one because that was, I think,
A town like ours has to offer.
the first or one of the first Resident Evil games that allowed co-op.
I'll be back in a second.
Roger.
So it kind of made the game a bit more bearable, I guess. Plus, it seemed more action than like previous
This
Resident
is not the
Evils.
right way. I have a case to get back to.
Tweet, tweet, my sweet. Now, why'd you go and do that? Stop jumping around like that, scaring the poor little things.
Ooh, there's gotta be a lunchbox nearby.
If not for the birds, I might just go a little nutty. A little cuckoo, if you will.
Another one of those lunchboxes.
You wouldn't believe how hard it is to track down these lunchboxes. Thank goodness for the internet. Ooh, 5. I wonder if we have enough,
The Mile High Strangler case. Proud of that one.
I wonder if we have enough. No. Yeah, that's what I thought too. Geocaching?
The passage of time is deceiving.
The days of our lives are fleeting, and they end in the end. They end.
The hell? That was creepy. Speaking of Resident Evil 7, I think I either had the demo for that, or actually, I think I actually might have the game for that. So I tried playing. Not only did I try playing that Resident Evil 7, but I tried the VR version. Since I have a PlayStation VR at the time. And let's just say I sort of cracked my headset because I got jump scared and I tried putting my hands towards my face to cover it, and then I smacked my controller against the headset because I forgot I was wearing it. And then there was a little crack on the screen afterwards. So if I were to ever try Resident Evil 7 again, definitely wouldn't be VR. It would just be like regular controller. Controller and monitor. Yeah, it's even scarier in VR. Like when I was playing it, my head was like, I was like trying to look away when I couldn't.
Hey there.
Hey.
Man, it is sweaty in these suits, isn't it?
Let's see, where's the diner? This is a VR game about not flinching.
When you guys said nothing ever happens in this town, you weren't kidding.
Not on the surface, at least. Or in the public eye.
Okay, I'm gonna get back to that one later for sure.
I've heard there's other scary games. I think it's just mainly PC that uses your microphone. Like you have to be quiet or something. I think there's also another one where you have to like use a heartbeat peripheral, so it like monitors your heartbeat, and you have to like make sure you like you maintain it or something like that.
Merceda won't roll over on the issues.
think that was the investigation. Okay.
Ugh.
Yeah, I would.
We should get back to work.
Those dishes won't clean themselves.
Hi there! Let me guess. The FBI. Welcome to Bright Falls.
Hey, you look suspicious. What are you doing here?
Nice to have you here. I got you both some coffee. Oh, it's Washington's finest.
Why do you look like an FBI agent?
Did you get lost, Anderson?
Oh, dang, a payphone.
Nice to meet you, Sheriff. I'm set for coffee.
You know, I wouldn't say no to another.
I'm Agent Saga Anderson. This is Agent Alex Casey.
Tim Brinker. And let me just say, I'm happy you two are here. Frankly, we could use the help.
Your deputies said you had a couple of witnesses here.
They made them sound like suspects.
Mulligan and Thornton are still on about that? No, the Bookers don't strike me as the murdering type, but you can decide for yourselves. They're just inside having coffee and pie to calm their nerves.
I'll see what they have to say. Casey, you compare notes with the sheriff.
Take your time. We've looked through the case files you sent over, Sheriff. Have you had many people besides the known victims go missing?
Sure. But it's slowed down ever since Cauldron Lake was fenced off.
Let me guess.
Yeah, it's such a cozy little town.
Spiked around 2010. The fence was built just after.
Oh, the jukebox is out of order.
That's exactly
Poor old thing can only take so much of the same song being played over and over. I'm as big a fan of Coconut as the next person, but come on.
Still feel like I'm gonna be sick.
Come on, Ed. Have some pie. I'll take your mind off things.
Cheeseburger.
Excuse me. I'm Agent Saga Anderson. Are you the Bookers?
That's us. I'm Tammy, and he's Ed.
Hello, officer.
Just Saga is fine, Ed.
So, are we being charged with anything? Because if not, we'd love to get back to our hotel and decompress after what we saw. Take a bath, scream into pillows, that kind of thing.
We're not charging you. I just have a few questions. Nothing to stress about, okay? What were you doing at Cauldron Lake last night?
I'm a writer. True crime. We're here from New York, doing some research on a famous novelist, Alan Wake, who went missing here. I was down at the lake, getting some details. Perfectly legal.
I wonder if these were the two people at the beginning that saw the naked guy that we were playing as.
So what did you see in the woods?
This naked dude
Oh.
came out of the lake.
Yeah.
And he was acting crazy, shouting weird shit at us. He must have been on something.
Unless skinny dipping at dawn is a thing around here.
Then we heard shooting. We ran into these psychos in deer masks. They were tearing into the naked guy with knives, like some kind of satanic cult. And then we bolted and called the cops.
What makes you say it was a cult?
The masks and knives aren't enough.
They were shouting, "Cult of the tree, the cult of the tree, cult of the tree." Oh, and then we found out. The whole thing was
Whoa. The hell?
terrifying. That's all.
Am I tripping now?
This is exactly why I hate small towns.
Keep it down, Ed. You know how touchy these rural types can be.
Oh, that's pretty cool. How they kind of like splice their heads together a bit.
The cult of the tree. What aren't the Bookers telling me?
I found their necklace. The symbol is 2 triangles.
The cult wants their spruce tree back, Tammy.
Finders keepers, Ed. My publisher will want this on the cover.
Tammy found something. A necklace belonging to one of the cultists.
Yeah, seems like they're withholding information.
The Bookers were at Cauldron Lake. Why?
The fence was built to hide what's there. They say the rider fell in the lake.
Private party. No trespassing.
My book has questions. Past the bolt cutters.
They broke in for the sake of Tammy's book. Nothing to do with the murder. They were telling the truth.
And does my character have like special powers? To profile these people that well?
So you found something there, right? A necklace these cultists may have dropped.
Okay. Wow. How did you put that together?
It's evidence. You need to hand it over.
Don't ask questions. I just know.
Told you not to keep that thing to me.
Thanks. This could prove to be helpful. Do me a favor. Stick around town for now in case we have any more questions.
Like we'd even dream of missing dear fellow.
Oh, God. Saga! Saga Anderson. As I live and breathe.
And you
I
are?
thought we'd never see you back here after that awful, awful thing happened to your baby girl. How are you? I'm sorry. Who are you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's me, silly. Rose. You know me.
I don't think I do. And what horrible thing happened to my baby girl?
She drowned. Your daughter. That's so weird you don't remember.
How do you know I have a daughter?
What the hell?
Oh, I know what this is. You're blocking out your traumatic memories. Happens on TV.
Oh shit, am I crazy?
All the time.
No. You're mistaking me for someone else.
If you say so.
Am I just LARPing as an FBI agent? I'm just the local crazy and everyone just kind of plays along for my sake. Oh, another deer head.
Rest easy, buddy.
I'm just a homeless man. The game's gonna end with me waking up in an alleyway next to a dumpster. After the most intense trip of my
I need
life.
a tool to get this open. I can't force it open.
Go to the sheriff's station.
All set. My guys have Nightingale at the morgue if you're ready to go take a look.
Let's go. Well, Casey, I got a lead. Looks like we're dealing with a cult. The cult of the tree.
A murder cult.
Have you heard of this cult of the tree, Sheriff?
Only the urban legend. If you're in the woods at night, the
Wake
cult
up in the
will
back of a police car.
We're not gonna find out you're the Grand Wizard or something, are we?
And the driver turns out to be Casey.
Wizard was always my...
Looks like you have some
Then the credits roll. And then we find out it's directed by M. Night Shyamalan.
Yeah, real important guests. Deerfest. Always draws a crowd, right?
Too true. More the merrier. Have a good one, Sheriff.
What's this guy doing?
Hey, what do you know about that waitress from the diner?
Rose? Yeah, she's a bit of a space case. Always has been. Why? What'd she do now?
She kept saying that my daughter drowned. She even knew my name. It was all very weird.
Oh, yeah.
Rose has a talent for saying the weirdest thing possible. But it's best not to take it personally.
Hey, boss. Corpse is downstairs ready.
Oh, hey, Ichika. Welcome.
I'd like to take
Japanese
a closer look as soon
VTuber?
as possible.
Nice.
Lead the way, Sheriff.
Oh, this is the Bright Falls Sheriff Station. Anything you need, just let us know.
We appreciate the support, Sheriff.
Have a nice day.
Hold on. We should probably explore the station before we join them.
Agent?
You know, I'm an FBI agent, so I should have, like, authority to, go wherever I want. Take these people's medications.
As you know, the investigation is being taken over by the federal agents.
Mind if I do?
Sheriff Breaker wants us to cooperate fully.
Aye, aye, ma'am.
I'm being serious, Nelson.
Oh dear, I am a tourist, and it appears that I'm lost in the woods. You only had a tour guide, also. It's bear season. Oh no, a bear. Help. Did somebody call for a tour guide? Oh wow, Koskela Brothers Adventure Tours. Unforgettable tour experiences at affordable prices. That's right. I'm Ilmo Koskela, voted best coffee roaster / tour guide by Coffee World magazine, and I'm here to give you the tour of a lifetime. But Ilmo, I've heard the government has seized and restricted access to many local nature attractions. That is true, Janko. Many local attractions have recently become fenced off by the government, and that's why at Koskela Brothers Adventure Tours, we say, fuck the government. We have bolt cutters. Oh, wow. You think of everything. And we'll take you anywhere. Hiking through the scenic Elderwood National Park.
Hell yeah, brother.
Crystal clear waters of Bright Falls Dam. Bird watching at majestic Mirror Peak. The tour of a lifetime is just one phone call away. Book now to get a 9% discount on this limited edition Oh Dear Diner coffee thermos.
I need a phone now. Where's your guys' phone?
I don't know about you folks, but I don't care for all these gruesome murders and whatnot right here in our wholesome little town. It's not what I signed up for.
This line of work is not for the faint of heart.
I'll be right with you, sir.
Yep. Just here to pay my ticket whenever you're ready to take my money.
Just don't mind me eavesdropping your guys' emails.
Happening here, I see.
Sir, some patience, please.
Kill the Joe, make some mo. Call the number on the real phone. I don't think it would work. I think in popular media, as long as they put like 555 in the beginning, it'll automatically make it invalid. That's why like a lot of movies and games use 555 in their phone numbers, I think. Hopefully this stuff isn't important.
They locked up an innocent man.
Really? With a mustache like that? I don't know.
I swear I didn't do anything. They're a lying bunch of bastards. You believe me, right?
Not with that mustache.
I can't get through this.
Yeah, I think we've explored all we needed to over here.
So we share a morgue with the funeral home next door. It's a shoestring budget. I guess you guys don't have that problem, though. Our only coroner rotates between a few other towns, and he's away this week. But you can handle this, right?
I'm qualified to perform examinations. Yes.
Something about more.
Sorry.
They always cheer me up.
I can't say I feel the same.
Curiosity keeps getting the best of me. Okay, never mind. We can't explore.
It doesn't budge. Okay. Let's take a look at our patient. I'll start with the external inspection before performing the internal examination.
No, you didn't see anything.
What was the cause of death? What other clues can the body give me? There's writing on here. Can't make it out.
Writing? How'd they manage that?
The body shows signs of being submerged in water post-mortem. It doesn't add up. This looks like text. A tattoo?
Nightingale didn't strike me as a tattoo guy. Defensive wounds. He put up a fight.
Aha. They did leave something inside his chest.
Dang, that was a lot of evidence. Let's go to the case board.
Time to see what Nightingale's body can tell us.
Anything to learn from the body? Well, for one, the chest was ripped open. As I suspected, it looks like something was put in there. Looks like Nightingale put up a fight before they restrained him. Smudged text. Oh, it branched out.
Chest wound is cause of death, but the corpse is bloated, waterlogged. Doesn't add up. There's definitely something in his chest. Did the killers leave it there?
Oh, I think we have some of the Casey lunchboxes to investigate too.
We're dealing with an organized group of killers, not a lone serial killer.
Oh my gosh, there's so many case files.
I need to know more about the Code of the Tree if I'm going to shut them down.
It's over 9,000. This goes here. Cultists were wearing deer masks. So they're furries. Just kidding. Probably goes here.
Think, Saga.
There you go. Triangle figures made from twigs. Cult symbol. Large amount of supplies laid on the table. No. Damn it. A furry cult wouldn't be the first time. Shoot. Didn't know they could be a hardcore like that.
These stashes could contain clues about the cult. Better keep an eye out for more.
Oh wait, this was that cauldron lake. I think that's all the case files we could update. We do profiling. Ah! Ah! Naked man jump scare. Why was the trying to activate the prompt? I want to let me. There's a note inside him.
It's the same type of page we found at Cauldron Lake.
Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her. The Taken could not see into bright light. Light hurt them, made them vulnerable. Nightingale had no heart, but here he was, killing.
Someone's created a fucked up fantasy about us.
Hey, hold on. We found these kinds of pages. I didn't think they were relevant to this case. I have them right here.
Hey, big Chumbussy, welcome. Playing some Alan Wake 2.
No, wait.
What the hell?
Sheriff?
What the hell? Show me the clicker.
Oh no. He's all over the place. This is every Tuesday at a Walmart, true.
Didn't see her. Could not see into bright light.
It's always those interesting people you can find at Walmart.
I'll make you pay.
He's coming. No weapon.
Oh shit.
Page said to get into the light.
Try to stay in the light to avoid being detected by enemies. I don't think I could multitask playing and censoring at the same time.
He can't see me in the light.
Oh, this is an interesting stealth mechanic.
My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back.
He's right behind me. Safe havens will restore some of your health. If you leave or attack from a safe haven while in combat, it will become temporarily unavailable.
Go. He knocked my gun out of the room. I need to find it.
Don't look!
Vanished.
This better not be copyrighted. I should probably skip this, yeah? It's just music. That could potentially be copyrighted. Yeah, let's just skip it, just to be safe.
He didn't have a heart, but he still got up. The page predicted all of it. It helped me fight him.
He just disappeared? What the hell is going on here?
We need to figure that out if we're gonna do anything about it. Somehow we need to make sense of this. Right before things got crazy, Sheriff Breaker just vanished.
Maybe the sheriff knew more than he was letting on.
He seemed anxious, like he dreaded what was coming. One more mystery.
Like on Trauma and Peanut Butter.
There's no rational explanation to what we just saw.
I'd love to blame this on mass hallucination caused by inhaling volcanic gas, but we both know that's bullshit. This was supernatural.
Well, I'm glad you were the one to say it. Now we can figure out a way forward. The victim of a ritualistic murder turns into a monster. Is there a connection?
Looks to me like the cult of the tree is performing rituals to create monsters.
Maybe. We need to start with learning this cult's goal, their purpose.
There's one of the pages on the floor.
These pages are important. Breaker dropped one before he disappeared.
Wait, who's this guy? Not the sheriff, is it? The sheriff disappeared. Hold on. Quick, when no one's looking, steal their medication. You wanted to work for the FBI at one point? I wonder what qualifications you need.
Saga was back at Cauldron Lake. Saga had to pursue Nightingale into the overlap. Finding a way in would be difficult. A ritual. Saga would learn how. Stop the monster.
Figure out where Nightingale went. Think we need to go into our mind?
A dead man turned into a monster. Light as a way to fight him. Pages predicting the future. There's no rational explanation. This is the case we must solve.
Oh, you choose communications instead? I think that would be just as important. Everyone's got to play a role, right? Where did Nightingale go? Let's see, Casey. Wait, where does Casey fall under? Oh, where does this go? Cold goal?
Nah.
What? Oh, there you go. So the cult goal is to make them monsters.
The page places Nightingale back at Cauldron Lake. Calls him a Taken. We need to head over there, stop him, before anyone else gets
It's mainly
hurt.
just marketing. Oh, I thought you meant like you were communications where, you know, passing information and stuff.
We heard gunshots. Y'all okay? Did you get spooked by the bodies?
Sheriff Breaker disappeared. Nightingale turned into some sort of a monster, and there are offices down. You two handle things here. We need to get back to Cauldron Lake immediately.
Fuck me. That's terrible. We'll do what we can, man.
That's crazy, right, Thornton? Nightingale's heart was missing. How could he do anything? He's dead.
I'm surprised they're taking the news quite well. I mean, they're kind of spooked, but they're not like freaking out.
Monsters aren't real, and what do you mean, the sheriff? Huh? Going like magic? Magic's not real. Magic's not real. Right? Mulligan?
No, Thornton.
The heck?
Monsters aren't real, and magic's definitely not real.
I think they're just bickering with each other. Well, yeah, I guess if it pays well. Guess that's one plus. Wait, so you literally work for the government? Don't mind me asking? Oh. Yeah, same. If someone just got raptured right in front of us.
My client has been held here long enough.
Surprised those two officers weren't like freaking out like crazy.
Nightingale and his cult are dangerous. We need to be prepared in case things escalate more than they already have. Can you call it in, KC?
A smart choice, Anderson.
I guess them living in a small town, this is the most excitement they've had in a while.
We need backup. The Bright Falls case, whoever you can spare, ASAP. Think we'll actually find Nightingale at the lake?
The pages haven't been wrong yet.
We can't assume the person writing these pages isn't playing us.
I agree. But it's our best lead.
Wait, am I hurt?
I'm gonna take a quick look around. Meet you back at the car.
See you in a bit.
Track Nightingale at Cauldron Lake. It looks like we got new conversation choices at the diner. Yeah, when I'm like hovering over the painkillers. Wait, my head's in the way. The bottom right, you can see that gauge changing. Maybe I have to be in combat to use it. does this do? Move. Oh. Oh, you're still working on a communications degree?
Hello. How are you?
How are you?
Good. Looks like once you get your degree, your those options seem pretty cool. Personal assistant, journalist, or data analyst. Jobs that have no math. That sounds like a perfect job for me. I'm incredibly bad at math. You could ask me what's 2 plus 2. I'll say 4, but then I'll say, wait a minute, let me double check with a calculator real quick, just to be sure. New dialogue is available. Oh, probably that Rose person.
So, Rose, help me out. How do you think we know each other?
We all know each other around here. It's been a while, but I never forget a face. Or a coffee order.
Guess I just have one of those faces. Seen anything out of the ordinary in town lately? Suspicious people in deer masks?
9 divided by 3.
But soon enough, there'll be lots of happy
3?
people wearing deer masks for Deerfest. Practically everyone will be wearing one.
Good to know.
Most people like well-known jobs. True. I might be thinking just personally. I'm actually considered an inventory analyst where I work at. And I like having the, I guess, less well-known, where I'm more behind the scenes, not in the spotlight at my work. Then I get some people asking me like, what do you do? I'm like, well, if all the inventory is accurate, then you know I'm doing something right. Correct? Yes. I know basic math for the most part. Let's see. Cauldron Lake. Guess we gotta take the car.
Did you check out the town, Anderson?
Just getting my bearings. Ready to go?
Waiting on you.
Rinse and repeat. Clock out.
Aw. Never too late. Especially with like today. Like some people have found.
I don't know if coming to this town was the best idea.
Wait, why do you think it would never work out for being an actress or singer?
Right.
Time for some algebra. No.
I need to come clean, Anderson. I know why Nightingale was here 13 years ago. He was chasing a writer, Alan Wake.
Tammy mentioned him. She's writing a book on his disappearance.
I guess that's true.
You know the detective character from his books.
I can imagine it's hard to break through in those types of careers.
Yeah, I've heard the jokes at the office. Cold case Casey.
But if it's part of your passion, you know,
Sorry.
if anything, you could at least have it as a hobby. But you never know. Maybe one day some breakthrough will occur on its own, naturally.
It annoyed me, but that was it. Then, 10 years ago, I started getting strange letters in the mail. Fragments of prose describing murders. You've heard the stories about what happened in New York. Some of it, at least. Bodies started to pile up. It was a murder cult. Turns out the fragments sent to me were from the crime books of Alan Wake. The cult was copycatting the murders from the books. In their heads, they were performing a ritual to bring Wake back. Their imagined prophet. After that case, I started looking into Wake's disappearance on the side.
And you thought this case might be connected to him? His name does keep popping up.
I just wanted you to have all the facts.
Next time, give them to me before we find ourselves in the middle of a horror story.
True. I guess in the end, you just gotta do what's best for yourself. Return
The
to
page
the
says
heart.
Nightingale's in something called an overlap. Need to figure out
shoot.
exactly what that means.
We're packing now.
Happy I'm not in charge of this mess.
Thanks. Let's start looking for Nightingale where he was killed.
It's good that we can use our gun now, but it's also concerning that the game's letting us use our gun now.
The writer of these pages knows what will happen.
The sun's going down too.
Or because they can see what's coming. Impossible things are happening here. A world operating on different rules. I need to understand this strange logic. To see the clues. To solve the case.
Same. I mean, if this is if this gives any idea of what FBIing is like, then I would fail at it. I wouldn't be able to solve anything. I'd be like,
I've been thinking more about the cult of the tree.
I'll just be like the
What sort of cult
receptionist at FBI.
refers to themselves as a cult.
In my experience, they don't.
We're not seeing the full picture yet.
Hey, hello there. How are you folks doing?
Those restricted area signs don't do a damn thing, huh?
Okay, Nazuna. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping by in the stream.
Hello. Saga Anderson. Are you two supposed to be here?
I'm Ilmo Koskela. Fantastic to meet you. And yes, Stephen here hired me to show him through the woods. He's in town on important government business. Fixing this impressive piece of hardware.
I work for the FBC, man. I'm authorized to be here.
And
Night,
I bet
Nazuna.
you are here about that murder. Nasty stuff.
See you tomorrow, hopefully.
How did you hear about the murder, Ilmo? Do you know anything that could help us?
People tend to tell me things. The Koskela brothers are kind of a household name around here. Speaking of, if you're looking for some fun, stop by Watery. Just down the road from Bright Falls, there's our Coffee World amusement park. There's sauna ja vihta. And we offer a variety of guided tours, hunting, fishing, hiking, whatever strikes your fancy. You name it, we probably got it.
What is this thing?
It's just a monitoring station, ma'am. The Federal Bureau of Control checks volcanic activity and air toxicity levels. No need to worry, though. It's mostly for research purposes.
That's one gorgeous weather saga. Looks Nordic. I bet a family member made it.
My mother made this swater for me. How do you
What?
know?
I knew
I'm
it.
wearing an FBI jacket. Oh,
Mom
the
used
knitted
to
sweater.
knit those sweaters for me and my brother. Watery, my hometown, was founded by Finnish immigrants. So between your name and the sweater, I figured your family might be from Finland too. Suomi, Finland, pulla, Karjalan piirakka.
Close. My mom's family is from Sweden originally. I don't know much about them beyond that. The sweater is just something to remember her by.
Federal Bureau of Control.
Stephen, we're investigating a murder that occurred nearby. What can you tell me about your bureau?
Nothing that isn't classified, I'm afraid. But I don't know anything about a murder. Operations here are run by a different department. I'm just here to make some repairs. The wiring on this thing frays every couple months.
Yep, that's the raccoons. They grow real big here with teeth like you wouldn't believe.
Wait, so Big
Counting on
Chumbas, are you affected with the government shutdown right now?
That's all for now.
Hopefully you're getting paid still.
What'd you find there, Stephen? Nothing.
Okay, can I go in here?
Just something that shouldn't be here.
Oh, okay. Maintenance notes. Clear signs of tampering. Signal was rerouted into a transmitter that is not one of ours. I fixed it so any alerts will come our way, but it's definitely concerning. I'll make a report for the investigations department. Leaving this here in case I'm not the next person to fix this thing. If you're reading this, check for tampering. We may want to put more secure metal casings around the whole thing so that the raccoons can't get to it anymore. Stephen Lynn, Chief Technician. I think we already opened this. Okay.
Let's get to the murder site, Casey. A lot of things about this case keep bothering me. But one thing feels really off. Breaker's disappearance.
Oh, society hates.
I don't
No,
get
don't say that.
Nightingale was responsible.
He was about to give you more of those pages. Something didn't want us to have them? Or was protecting him from Nightingale?
Everyone contributes, no matter to society and stuff, no matter how big or small, I would think.
Not the kind of disappearance we normally solve. Our crime scene's drowning. I never minded rain. Feels like home.
No sign of Nightingale. But the page did place him at Cauldron Lake, in an overlap. So how do we follow him there?
Maybe something around here will tell us.
Monsters? Overlaps? Rituals? What do you make of all of this?
The killers are usually the ones performing the ritual, not the detective. Acting out their sick fantasy. They may be trying to get you involved, forcing you into their twisted world.
But with dead men coming alive, the word ritual starts to have more weight behind it. We need to look around, learn what this ritual is. After we find Nightingale, what then? I've never arrested a monster.
I've watched you arrest plenty of monsters, Anderson.
You know what I mean. Monsters. Light worked against him at the morgue. That might be the only way to stop him from hurting anyone else.
There's just a lot of mean people out there. I'd say you just gotta try to not let their words get to you. A lot of the times they just don't understand. Like I said, like at my work, they just see me like sitting in the office and they just don't understand really what I'm doing. But if they take the time, then they would understand, I would think.
We've seen this symbol before.
Good eye.
Bare feet. Nightingale. I'll see where these footprints lead. Can you comb through the crime scene one more time, KC? Just in case?
On it. If anything comes up, I'll radio you.
Oh, there's a sawed-off shotgun we could get. Holy crap! Surprised it would even mark that on the map. Hey, how do I get in here? Are you one not to join with your coworkers on work outings or something? I'm kind of the same. Like I try to avoid any like participating in any events and stuff that my work's having. And the map says there's a sawed-off shotgun here.
Sure. The North Side slasher. But that case was completely different.
The trees, Anderson. He hid the bodies in the forest.
Guess we can't get that shotgun just yet. Okay, I see. Got it. Hey, what the hell? Why did the music suddenly change?
The tracks lead into the water. Where'd you go from here?
Oh, fuck!
I can feel something. A presence.
What the hell?
Nightingale isn't far.
Tired of these cheap jump scares.
What is that? Seems like it's reacting to the light.
Toggle flashlight boost to increase damage to darkness and burn through dark substances.
My flashlight burned the dark stuff away. It was covering another page.
The fuse was in place. Saga stepped into the witch's
Tree
hut.
hussy.
Inside, a bright light. There were objects that stood out to Saga, as if the light had manifested them.
The witch's hut. Okay. I trust the pages to lead me to the overlap.
Okay, we're close by. Witch's hut's just right there. You also trust weird beard man?
The page described the hut being lit and mentioned a fuse.
What? Get the lights working in the witch's hut. Your fuse box outside?
Anderson.
Oh.
Thought I saw something in the woods. Probably just a deer, but I'm gonna check it out.
Okay. I found another page. Following up on a lead. Keep checking in.
Roger.
The fuse box is missing a fuse. I need to find one to turn on the lights. This fuse is busted.
Damn.
This one looks good. People should really stop littering, though.
Swear if it's freaking jump scares. Fuse.
Another page. Making progress.
The image of the witch in the sign. Saga addressed the witch. The smudged line on the heart. The second part recited from memory. I brought you the heart, witch. Show me the terror. Saga pushed the heart through the hole in the sign.
Interpret the page's meaning. Okay, we watch TV. Oh, it's all those commercials we saw.
Witch's ladle. Towering over Saga. Watching her and the witch. The image of the witch in the sign. Nightingale's heart, a cold, dead lump in her hand. Her definition of sanity had changed since she arrived in this town. But she trusted the pages. Was forced to. Saga addressed the witch. She squinted to read the first part of the ritual words. The smudged line on the heart. The second part recited from memory. The words she had read on the page. I brought you the heart, witch. Show me the terror. Saga pushed the heart through the hole in the sign. This was the key. The tree was the threshold.
I think I know what we need to do, but let's put some more evidence onto the board.
The cult of the tree is behind these murders. This case just became much more complicated. I'll need to start a new file. But it's my first cold case. Exciting.
Guess we finished that one.
The page from the witch's hut seems to be describing some kind of ritual. Nope. To get into the overlap, I need to find Nightingale's heart. Read the line imprinted on it, plus the line on the page to the witch's ladle sign. Then push the heart through the hole in the sign. Nightingale's heart disappeared from the morgue. Where is it now?
Oh, I thought I had the heart already. We gotta find the heart. Recite words. I know we saw that sign back there that had a hole in it. That's probably where we need to push it through. Just gotta find it first.
I need Nightingale's heart to get to the overlap. Where is it?
The cultist leaned close. He was there, but he was risen. Nightingale was there. The opposite of sunspots. Who said that?
That's not it. I don't have what I need to find Nightingale's heart. There must be more. I know Nightingale is somewhere around Cauldron Lake.
The tree was a threshold. This place and the dark place. You're in over your head. Next stop, Caldera Street Station.
The threshold. Like a doorway. Leading to Nightingale. It's somehow connected to a tree. Witch's ladle? Nightingale's heart. Where is it?
While they played cards in the general store, the witch had stolen his heart. Get out of my house.
Nightingale's heart is at the general store, in a fridge.
Oh, we were just there too. Dang.
I need to check the general store for the heart. Casey, I'm headed to the general store. I think I know how to get into the overlap.
Roger that. I followed some ATV tracks in the woods and got a bit turned around.
Did you get lost?
I've only been lost once in my life, Anderson. The years I spent with my ex-wife. I'll find my way back, don't you worry about it.
Let's go ahead and save real quick. Looks like we might be in for some type of prolonged fight. I think right here is a good spot to stop for the night. It is pretty late for me, and I do have work tomorrow morning. But yeah, really good game so far, despite the those cheap jump scare screens with the loud noises. Alright, good game so far. And sticking to the schedule, we'll continue Alan Wake 2 for tomorrow. And then Wednesday rest. Thursday we'll try some Peak. Friday multi-game night. And Saturday some watching and gaming. Hopefully I could hopefully I'll stay true to the schedule, and hopefully nothing happens in between. But yeah. That being said, hope you all enjoyed the stream. Hope any that might have popped in throughout the stream also enjoyed it. And anyone that decides to check out the saved VOD later, hope they enjoy it too. Without further ado, hope everyone has a good rest of their night. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Bye.